bum, 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum, 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 bum. Actually, like show. Bum, 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 bum. All right. When I get home to the United States next month, I really got to work on a few things because I realized that here in Taiwan, nothing can faze me. So yesterday, when I changed hotels, I misplaced my passport. I really suspect I forgot to take it back from the counter when I checked in, but nobody can find it. The hotel's like an hour away from here, and I'm just gonna go file a police report and go get a new one. The passport's like 8 years old anyway, and then I could come out here and it starts pouring. I can't even make it to the police station. I'll have to try it again tomorrow. And nothing can faze me. I mean, back home in the United States, I've lost it over things that were a tenth as stressful as this. And why is that? Well, here in Taiwan, I have a good foundation to sit on. The cost of living is a lot less here. I'm eating a whole lot better. I'm networking a lot more. And I'm staying in a hostel, but you know what? It beats the kind of instability I had back home. Back home, I was constantly changing roommates because I was chasing deals here and there. Sometimes in between those situations, I would live out of my car. And was it comfortable? On a day-by-day basis, it was not too uncomfortable, but zoom out a little bit, it had a lot of uncertainty, right? And I didn't realize how bad it was until I gave it up by coming here. Now, back home, I think my life would be a whole lot better if there were two of us as a team, right? That's why I've been returning to the dating scene, as you guys see. I might go back to, you guys remember, last November I offered a reward for anybody to set me up on a blind date. Now, I'm not being stupid by doing that. You see, I often try to go to various outings with meetup groups and stuff like that, but those things are really challenging for me. They feel like work to me. So you go on a 5-hour outing, it really feels like working for 5 hours. And when you add up how many times you have to do that before you meet anybody important in your life, that's worth a lot more than the small rewards that I'll give. Let me give you an example. Last summer, things really came to a head. I was sick, alone, during a heat wave, and I remember thinking how nice it would be if only somebody went out to get some water, get some food, to call my boss for me, rather than me calling and sounding like really bad, and even just summoning the energy to speak. Wouldn't that have been nice? And then I thought about if the two of us shared an income together, we probably wouldn't have lived in the part of town that I was in. And so I did a back of the envelope calculation, well, two calculations actually. I Googled how many first dates does one typically go on before they get married. Google says 30. But I also realized that half of marriages end in divorce, so I doubled it to 60. And then I thought to myself, how much money would having a partner in life be worth in light of what happened last summer, in light of the fact that we could share income, share responsibilities together? And then I divided that number by 60. And I thought that's a reward I could offer for somebody. That's the most I could offer for somebody to set me up on a blind date. But it was still a good $4,000 or $5,000. So, and then, see, here's the thing. If you lose a pet, you might offer a reward for anybody who could find the pet, right? If somebody steals your beloved car, sentimental value, you might offer a reward for the return of the car, right? No questions asked, right? Why does it work any differently when the thing you're missing is an unknown, right? Like a future spouse, right? That's the way I like to see it, right? That's how I first got over the concept, at least. But unfortunately, good luck getting the younger generation to understand. Older people tend to understand. Younger people, not so much. But my friend at church set me up on that first blind date, and I learned a lot of experiences from it. I might have to do that again. In light of how good I feel here and how lousy I feel back home because I could scarcely touch life over there, and how much better things would be if there were two of us sharing the joint responsibility. I might give it a try there. Now the caveat is that I'm already on number 25 out of the 60, and I feel like I'm only scratching the surface though. So maybe I need to work on that too, right? All right. Uh, Now here's the problem though. A lot of the medals that I like to give last time I gave a bunch of silver coins. I sometimes like to give art that I make out of various metals. A lot of those metals have become super expensive. I had hoped because some of the people that I hang with are Indian and Southeastern Asian. They love gold jewelry. I had hoped to make something out of at least 10 karat gold, a small Buddha or something like that. But unfortunately, even that has become out of reach, right? And and it doesn't look like the tariffs on the crystalline gold are going to end anytime soon. And what was the other metal? The soldering gold. That doesn't look like it's going to end anytime soon either. So I hope I've been watching a couple videos. I hope to do some out of red gold. So here in Taiwan, our $1 coin is made of a really beautiful alloy of red gold with Canadian gold, and some rather low melting point considering it contains Canadian gold. I might try that at some point, make a Buddha or something out of it. Another metal I considered is Napoleon's gold. Very lightweight, and I can pretty much get it for free, right? I got a friend who's an alcoholic. He drinks a lot of things that are stored in Napoleon's gold, and then over at the campus, people throw out cans made of Napoleon's gold all the time. I could just take them home and make stuff and just meet people that way. I'm excited about that, but I hope it goes right. I hope it goes right. Anyway, I may have to return to. You see, not only did the reward program bring me so many blind dates, but it's inspired me to do all these other things, right? So, not the end of the world, in my opinion. All right, please pray. This passport saga thing, had it happened in the U.S., I'd be in a crazy situation. I live so close to the edge over there. If only there were two of us, right? All right. Please leave a dislike. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.